Hello and welcome to another episode of Tickling Chains. We are back out on the course today and all the way up in Jacksonville, Florida to play the most popular course in the state of Florida, Fore Palms Disc Golf Course in Ed Austin Park. I'm excited to try this course out. Fore Palms itself is a par 56, 5,899 foot course with a lot of variety of shots. It's also in tip-top condition because I'm sneaking in around right before the Jacksonville Open. As usual, I'm playing it blind, but I do have a tour guide today. Micah Hart is going to join me on the card. He's a sponsored player, and he's sponsored by 978 Disc Golf. I'm excited for him to show me the lines, and of course, I'm on the commentary. We'll see what I've got today. Jacksonville, Florida. Let's go sling some D! All right, let's start it off with hole one, a 315-foot par 3. The biggest obstacle we have is all these trees right off the tee box. The pin is nestled just to the left on a little mini hill. But like I said, just got to get through these first trees. Here comes Micah doing a nice job here. That'll hyzer out to the left. He'll have a putt for birdie. Nice way to start the round. We'll see if I can duplicate. It is a little chilly this morning for me. Actually up in Jacksonville for a wedding, so maybe one or two soda pops too many last night. Not feeling so great this morning, but we'll fight through it. I got through there on the fairway and have a little upshot. Could do a long bid, but like I said, first hole of the day, just going to take it easy, drop it under the pin, collect my par, and move on. Here comes Micah with the bid for birdie. So close. Both starting off the round, even Steven. Hole two is a 337-foot par 3. We've got some trees we've got to beat shortly off the tee. Pin is just off to the left, and there's some guardian trees all around it. See what we can come up with here. I'm going to go first. Get it out through the gap, a little bit high. It's going to hyzer out to the left a touch early. I'll have a long bid. We'll see what Mike can come up with. Going to go hyzer flip here. Beautiful line. Going to get some nice ground play. He'll have a great look at birdie. I'm a little bit far away. Like I said, early in the morning, just going to slide it up under the pin here. Collect my par, get a little warm-up in here. And Micah's just absolutely parked. Going to splash it in for the first birdie of the day. Great job, him. He's -1. I'm still even. Hole 3 is a 298-foot par 3 with an absolute gaggle of trees you've got to work your way through. The pin itself is all the way at the end of all these trees through a little bit of a gap. We'll see how we make our way through here. Mike is going to go forehand, get a beautiful line there. Great little shot. He'll have a nice upshot for his par. I'm going to go turn over backhand here. A little bit high. Catch a little tree there. I'll end up on the fairway, but I'll be around all these crazy trees. I'm going to do a little pat and pen. You can see that basket way in the distance there. Going to catch a tree. Going to end up deep in circle 2. Here comes Micah going forehand. Going to try to get it through this gap to the pin. It's a little bit of the right in the vegetation. Here we got ourselves a Scramby's putt for par. Bang! Nailing it in there. I actually ended up bogeying that hole. Actually having some camera difficulties this morning, so we're going to miss some shots. On to hole 4, though. A 312-foot par 3. The pin is tucked on the right-hand side with a bunch of guardian trees around it. Mike is going to lead the way with another forehand. Another beautiful line. And he's going to go skippies. And he'll have a nice little putt for birdie. Going to go backhand turnover shot here. Get a little flex out of it. Get through the trees, and I'll also be parked. See what Micah came up with. Ended up in some trees here. See what he can do a little further than I thought. Bang! Oh, what a putt. Highlight putt. Amazing job. Beautiful release and height. Right in there. Splash. Great job, Micah. And here I am finishing off my birdie. First star frame of the day. Micah's -2. I'm back to even. Hole 5 is a 330-foot par 3. The pin is straight ahead of us. There's a couple angles you can use. You can go straight at it, or you can go a little bit to the right. We'll see what Micah decides to do. He's going backhand here. We also have a low ceiling and some trees we got to beat. Gets a little bit to the left. He'll catch a late tree there, but he'll have a nice upshot. I could not decide where to go, so I just decided to throw it directly into the ground straight ahead of me. Did end up in the fairway, though. Going to try a little forehand. Gonna end up a little bit too far to the right for my liking, but I'll still have a putt. Micah's got a long bid for birdie. A little further than I thought he got. Yes! Yes! Oh, no! Right off the cage. Here I am. Bang! Right in there for par. Micah's still -2. I'm still even. Hole 6 is a 217-foot par 3 with trees. Lots and lots of trees. Skinny initial gap. The pin is directly in front of us, but after you get through that gap, there's a bunch of small trees you've got to navigate through. Going backhand here. Good line. Bink! Off one of those little trees I just talked about. We'll see where I end up. Mike also going backhand here. Dink! Off a tree. Here he is, a little far away. See what he decides to do. Jumpies! Little jumpies, just going to slide it up under the pin. Smart choice. Going to collect his par pretty easily. I've got a long straddly thing. I'm just going to slide it up under the pin as well and move on. Just going to watch Micah tap in his par. He's -2. I'm still even. Once again, limited tap-ins today. Hole 7 is a 190-foot par 3. Another short one with a lot of trees you got to navigate. Narrow window off the tee. Then you got to get something moving right. It's also a little downhill, so you got to have some speed control. Going to try a backhand turnover here. A little too much turnover. Bink! Off another tree. Luckily, I end up in the middle of the fairway. Favorable kick there. Micah's going to go sidearm. Pures that line. Beautiful work with the zone. And he'll be absolutely parked. And do a little patent pending. Use the wrong disc. I cook it. Threw it a little too far. We'll see how far. Here's where Micah ended up. We'll watch him get this birdie. He's on fire right now. I'm far away. We'll see what I can do. A little short. Going to end up with a bogey. Back to +1. Micah's -3. He's getting his round going pretty good. Let's see if he can keep it up with hole 8, a 347-foot par 3. Got an open shot off the tee. Just have to navigate through some guardian trees up there by the basket. Hopefully we both can do that. Micah going to go backhand. Nice little flex shot here. Beautiful line. He'll be in a great spot. I'm going backhand. Will not be in a great spot. Going to hyzer out to the left here. Didn't control that angle very well. Luckily, I didn't go in the water. Just going to give myself a little sidearm pitch out here. Going to give myself some work to do for the par, but we can see Micah. Beautiful work. See if he can catch this birdie. Bang! Absolutely. Keeping that hot round going. My putt. Bink! Right off the top band. Going to have to settle for bogey here. Micah's -4. I am +2. Finishing off the front 9 with hole 9. A 309-foot par 3 over the water. Pin is tucked right on the edge of the water there. Steep incline into it, so you got to be careful. Here comes Micah's drive. Beautifully done. Nice flex shot. He'll be parked. I'm having some camera problems, and we've missed a bunch of shots. There's my drive where it ended up anyways. Decided to glitch out as I was driving, but I'll have a great look as well. Here's Micah, just absolutely parked. Great work on that front 9. Amazing job. Here I am finishing off my birdie. Bang, right in there. And that wraps up the front 9. Micah scorching hot at -5. I'm plus. Right, starting off the back 9 with hole 10, a 306-foot par 3. Also have a water carry and a raised basket. Basket itself is tucked up against the water and with some guardian trees, so you got to be a little careful. Micah going to go big hyzer here. It's going to hyzer out just a touch early. He'll have a long look at it. I went a little long and straight with my drive. Will pick me up in a minute. Here comes Micah, a little tougher than I expected. It's tucked behind these trees. He said he's going to run it, and he runs it. Oh, man, great bid. Here I am, like I said, went long past the water. Still safe, just tucked under this tree. Just going to try to slide it under this raised basket and move along. And Micah over here for his par. Didn't quite get him all the way in the screen. We'll see if he can bang it in there, though. Pow! Right in there. Great putt by him. I'm going to finish off my par. It's always good to see things going in a raised basket. Let's move on to hole 11. Hole 11 is a 260-foot par 3. The hole is directly in front of us, but you've got to work yourself around these trees, either via backhand or forehand, or you can try the middle gap, which is what I did. See what Micah decides to do here. Sometime. He's going to do it. There he goes. He's going to go sidearm around. Beautiful line. He'll be in a good spot. Missed my drive, but I ended up a little short. Got a long bid for birdie. Yes, yes. Oh, no, off the basket again. Here comes Micah, also a long bid. Ended up pretty much in the same spot. Good height. Oh, just missed. We both tapped in our pars there. Micah's still hanging at -5. Hole 12 is a 332-foot par 3 with a wide open tee shot. The only thing we really need to navigate is these guardian trees right around the basket. Just got to work our way left a little bit off the tee. Micah going to lead the way with a backhand. It's a little too much turn on it. He'll have a long putt. Hopefully I can get a little bit more to the left. There I go. I do not. I get a little too much turn on mine as well. We'll end up in similar spots. I might be just a teeny touch closer. There's our look. Micah from about 40 or so. Gonna make a bid. Good height. I'm just gonna lean it up right there up against the basket. Little touch closer. Yes! Ah, a little short. Gonna drop in our pars and move on to the next hole. Lucky hole 13 is a 287-foot par 3. Got a lot of trees to work through, but there are some avenues you can go. You can go wide right or you can go forehand. We'll see who picks what here. Micah gonna go forehand here. Getting a little bit too far to the right. We'll see what he ends up with a look when he gets there. I'm gonna go wide hyzer. See if I can skip it up by the basket. Hit a great line. Also get a great skip. Skippies! I'll have a pretty good look. Mike is pretty far away. We'll see what he comes up as far as a bid. Ooh, nice bid. Oh, man, so close. Here I am from about 15 away. I'm banging a birdie. Finally, back to even. Mike is still at -5. Hole 14 is our first par 4 at 515. It's a little short, but there are a lot of guardian trees we've got to work ourselves through on the fairway to get to the basket, including this initial set right here. That's our first landing mark, just getting past those. See what I can do. Get a nice little flex on my shot here. A little air bump too, but that'll get through the trees and into a nice spot for my second shot. Here comes Micah. Also going backhand, getting a little bit to the right. Ah, gets a little tree. That's unfortunate. Mike ends up in Scrambies mode here and some serious vegetation. Looks like he's going to line up a forehand roller here. Yep. He's just going to progress down the fairway, and hopefully he gets a better look for his next shot. Here I am. Here's his second set of trees he got to beat to get to the basket. See if I can do it. Yep, I get through. Now I'll land in a nice spot and have a good putt for a birdie. Here's Micah. A little more open look. Oh, unfortunately, he catches that tree. Now he's got a tough putt for par. Can he cash it in there? Oh, just missed. Here I am. My birdie look. Bang, center chains. Birdie for me on a par 4. Gotta love that. After 14, Mike is at -4 and I'm at -1. Hole 15 is a 230-foot par 3. Pin itself is a little bit off to the right-hand side, so you gotta get something moving that way. There's also a bunch of guardian trees you've got to navigate to get down to the pin. See how we do here. Mike is going to go turnover backhand here. It's a good turnover, maybe a little too much. We'll see where he ends up. Here comes my backhand. Also trying to turn over, keeping it a little too straight there. I think we'll have both looks. Yep, mine's a little long look. See if I can give it a bid here. Not quite enough juice. Gonna have a little work to do on my comebacker as well. Mike has got a long bid as well. See if he can bang it in there. Oh, man, just missed. I'm going to drop my par in here, hopefully. Crossing fingers, right in there. Mike has settled for par as well. All right, hole 16, time to whip out the D, a 370-foot par 3. Got to work ourselves around this big tree and back to the left to get to the pin. We'll see if we can get through there. Wind's starting to really pick up here, too. Micah going to get a little bit too much turn on that. It's going to push him to the right. Luckily, he'll stay in bounds. I'm going to go full mashed potatoes here. See if I can really get it out there. Good release for me. I get around that tree nicely. I'll have a decent look for birdie. Really happy with that drive. Here we see Micah. That fence over there is out of bounds on the right. Luckily, he stopped before that. He'll have a pretty open look. A little bit short. Does get a good skip. See how he ends up. Here's my bid. Not too bad. Air ball. Air ball. Here's Micah dropping in his par. And we'll see what I've got for my comeback putt. A little bit of work to do. You can see the wind really ripping right now. Bang, get it in there. We both settled for par on that hole. Still pretty happy with that result. We're getting down to the end here. Hole 17, a 333-foot par 3. Very similar to the last hole. Got to work yourself around some trees to get there. It's a little straighter, but the wind's really picking up, so we'll see what that does to our discs. Here's my drive. Getting it out there. Get some good turn on this. That's going to hyzer back around. I'll have another look for birdie. We did miss Micah's drive. Turn it over a little bit. Did end up in the fairway, though. Upshot, working himself around the trees. See what kind of look he has for par. Here I am, long look. Can I get it? Will I get it? Putted already. Ah, too low. Here's Micah for par. Ah, a little too high. He had to settle for bogey there. I dropped in my par. Here we go, the finisher, finishing off with a nice par 4, 615 feet. Relatively straightforward hole. Pins directly in front of us. Got some open space to work with. Got some trees on the left and some guardian trees around the basket. See if we can get 2 good shots on the look for birdie here. Gonna get a little too much turn on my backhand, but I'll still end up in a decent spot on the fairway. Hopefully shot 2 is a little better. Micah gonna go forehand. It's a little too much turn out of that too. See if he ends up stuck in those woods or not. Nope. Just missed those woods. You can see there's a lot of them there. Gonna go backhand look, get himself back out on the fairway. We'll see what kind of look he has for birdie. Here I go backhand. A little too much to the left. May have a look, may not. We'll see how I ended up by those trees. Here comes Micah. Long look for birdie. Can he splash it in there? Ah, good bid, just missed. Here's my look for birdie. Still have a chance. Ah, darn it. And here's how we finished up. Micah, great round with a -3. I ended up with a -1. That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for the support of the channel. As usual, if you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. What can I say about the Fore Palms Disc Golf Course? This place was absolutely amazing. 3 tee pads at each hole, perfectly manicured holes, different shot shapes, and giant red flags so you can see where the heck you're going. I cannot wait to get out there and sling some D again. I can see exactly why this is the most popular disc golf course in the state of Florida. Thank you so much for my tour guide, Micah Hart. You shot an amazing round, and it was super awesome playing with you. Hey, if you've stuck around this long, make sure you hit the subscribe button to support the channel. That's it for today. Until next time, sling 'em straight and tickle those chains. Peace.